Oh, yeah. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Ça va?
So, como ça va, man? Como
Comment
ça va?
ça va?
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah. Hi, bonjour, how are you guys? Long time no see. Since
long
like,
time no see.
since what, Wednesday? Yeah,
Yeah, actually, it was Wednesday, right? Last night
yeah,
of the night.
yeah. Seems like we are doing these kind of sketches more and more, right?
I don't know how the community is liking it, but it would be good to hear from them if they're liking us coming online and talking about Ternoa every now and then. Oh, thank you, Luis.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's because of you. You're so handsome and smart and knowledgeable.
Oh my God.
They come just because of you. Yeah. JK, Bazinga.
Singer.
Yeah.
No,
It was a long week, right? I mean, every week is a long week, but this month was really quite interesting. We had on Wednesday this AMA, right?
mhm.
I think it was quite successful. Hey, and we have this coffee break, and the week was full with, doing
You see,
general.
oh,
Oh,
sorry.
for my
People
tie,
don't
yeah.
see your tie, that's the thing. It. That's it.
Yeah. The problem is I probably have only like four light ties, light color. The rest of them, like the 10 of, yeah, I have around 15, ties. 10 of them are, quite dark, so you don't really see them with black shirt, and 4 or 5 of them are white, so whiter. So I need to buy more brighter ties.
Now that I remember, I told you that I'm gonna give you one tie. So
Yeah, tie and shots,
wait
right?
for the surprise. Tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. So
Planning,
yeah.
yeah,
Sorry. Well,
yeah,
not
planning to
really
discuss team. Yeah,
today.
no,
Not really today. Yeah. Maybe next week.
yeah, it's because I don't really know that much about Timmy. I'm fully occupied with my work, so I'm not into too much time engine, and I'm on the same.
Mm.
For him, last few months was just a roller coaster ride with how many things he had to do, how many things he had to learn, and he was traveling, to Dubai, to Croatia, to Split, and now you're going to Barcelona, right, next week.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be in Barcelona on Monday and Tuesday at the European Blockchain Convention. So, guys, if you're around, let me know. You can write in our Telegram chat and also on Discord.
Yeah, if you want to see him, just write awesome to know I want to see a man. Maybe we'll get to some private session with him, right? Yeah. No, we have some good news, of course, as always. Um, basic NFTs were already on AlphaNet, right, since the beginning of the week. And starting from Monday next week, you're going to have NFTs on mainnet. Hooray!
Yay!
I think you guys have been waiting for this for, I don't know, forever. Uh, and soon after that, like quite soon, 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks later, we're going to have marketplace too on the mainnet, which means we're going to be done with phase two for the blockchain.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, it's important to know that the blockchain is not really our only product. We also have the SDK, right? We have the wallet, and we have a lot of smaller projects or bigger. Depends how it depends how you look at it. Like Explorer, Indexer, Time Engine. So yeah. Uh, okay. This is a good question. I'll just read it from Mr. Tira. I apologize. Great. We'll be able to transfer our NFT from testnet. Uh, I don't really have the most latest information about that, but what I remember from few months ago. Okay, this is from few months ago information, so I apologize if this is too old. Is that all the NFTs that you got from us from Ternoa, you will get them on the mainnet. This is not a promise. This is just information that I have from a few months ago. And all the NFTs that you have created, so you didn't get from Ternoa, you are not going to get them, obviously. Uh, I hope I kind of answered your question. Uh, Next week, probably, or in 2 weeks, you will have more information. I mean, next week, you definitely will get the right information from the right people. But right now, that's the only information that I have. Okay, golden ticket soon on the mainnet wallet. Don't
yeah,
know.
I can say, yeah. It will be, it will be. So you please wait for it. We'll get more information, more updates next week for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I want to not acknowledge. I want to respond to some, not mistakes, but things that have happened in the past week in our community. I think we didn't talk about the era 65, right? So I think this happened last week on Sunday or Friday. Uh, it was the fact that that our account, which is used to give up, not give up, to give the X rewards, has been empty at that specific moment, and that's why those rewards haven't been given at that specific point. Uh, of course, that didn't mean that you lost those rewards, right? For some reason, um, I don't know why, but people were thinking that they lost the money from era 65 of 65 or whatever. But that's not the case because we have allocated a certain amount of caps, to give you guys. Let's say the amount is 1,000 caps, and just the fact that we are not going to deliver it in 10 days, we're going to deliver it in 11 days. So the amount that you will get is still the same, but the fact that you know you need one more day for it to get it, it's just fine now. Because I guess this was a bit too hard to explain and people were unhappy. We of course manually have given the rewards for that era, and we have given 10% more, so as some kind of apology, I would say. So guys, even if sometimes things doesn't work with us, you always get what you need or want, and you get some extra. In this case, it was 10% extra. And not only that, that's not the whole picture. A couple days ago, we have increased our rewards from 69 to 92k. And for one era, I think you guys got the extra, money for one era. Because on the next era, we have increased the validator size from 8 to 15. So yeah, so besides the bonus on era 65, 10% more, and the fact that one year I think we were giving like 40% more caps. I think this is really a nice gift from us, or token of appreciations. So because we think that you are an amazing community, and we always want to give as much as we can. Okay. How to get the golden ticket? Is that a question for you, man?
Well, I don't have much information about it. I think there was some sort of event a couple of months ago, and I think that was a time when golden ticket was um, given out. I don't think there's a way you can get it now, but let me come back to you regarding this maybe next week.
Yeah,
Cool. Thank you,
yeah,
Paradigm Zero.
yeah. Okay, yes, thank you for guys. Just keep Okay, just write your questions in here. We will answer them as soon as we see them. And if you want to talk with us, now just write in the chat, guys, I want to join your call, and we will send you the link, and you'll talk with us face to face. Besides that, we also have the system where you can put your, a custom name to your address, and then uh, you can change it to something interesting. Like if your address is 5E something blah blah blah, you can name it to Banana Split, or to, I don't know, Almighty Marco. Now this feature is quite new on our chain. I think it's online since last week, right, or something like that. And it will take time for us to go through all those custom names and to verify them. This is a really demanding process, and I will just give you a reason why. First, we are a small team. We don't have 150 people working every single day. We have, I think, like 30, 40, or 50 people who are, constantly under a load. And when you see, our task list for any guy in Ternoa, you will see they are full. They're, the backlog is full, our days are full, and when an emergency comes, it's sometimes really hard to do it on time. When a new idea comes, it takes time for us to analyze it and everything. And it's just like, just like with that, uh, it will take time for our, special team to go through all those names and to review them. And once they, not I'm not part of the team, once they think it's all correct, they will just put a green check mark, and it's going to be okay. Uh, what you saw is that I got my account accepted, right?
Hmm.
That was kind of just an exercise in a way to see if the system works on the mainnet. And the just mining guys, because they contacted us multiple times, and our legal team, they confirmed that it's a real company, of course, and it's their accounts, it's their account that they own, and that's why they kind of were before anyone else. Guys, just sit there patiently. You will get verified. You will get contacted by someone, probably the special team, and then you will be verified. Okay. Uh, should we go through questions? So let's go with, yeah. So this is a question. Yeah, the golden ticket was NFT, right, or is still NFT? Uh, yeah, I don't think you can get it anymore. Okay, I think we're done with the questions. We can then start with, the special guest part, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, should you do the introduction, or should I do it?
I think you should do the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
part of the call.
yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, this is, I think, the moment that you have been waiting for. I hope so. It's part of, the Coffee Break show, where we show you every time a new employee of Ternoa. And this time we have one of the best scientists in his country. He's just godlike, and we love him. Uh, I'm not going to
He
spend more
is
time.
like not
Yeah,
just
he's yeah. I'm not going to spend more
master
time.
of cryptography.
Yeah,
Cryptography.
cryptographic god, basically. So we're not going to spend more time talking about him. He will just join us. We are not underplaying it at all. So yeah, please a huge welcome to our guest star, Amin.
Ooh, that was
Hello
Oh,
there.
hello.
How are you? Thank you for inviting me here.
No,
well.
no problem.
I may
It's a
not accept your compliments about best scientists in the country because in my country there are more uh, prodigious persons, and I don't accept this one.
Yeah, you were always modest, you know. So yeah, I mean, how are you? How's your life?
Perfect, especially after your good news and your future good news, and these perfect audience having such exact questions. I love them.
Yeah, yeah. So, Aman, do you want to kickstart the talk, the chit chatting?
for
Because I
sure.
need to write. Yeah, I forgot to write the banner with Amin's name on it.
You're gonna do that now? Please do it.
Yeah, I will do it right now.
You don't give me the admin access. Alrighty, let's start. I mean, how are you doing today?
Today is one of the best because I was working until midnight on one of these cryptographics concepts with colleagues, and it was successful. So I'm happy today.
Amazing, amazing. That's cool. And I'm hoping it's this work was related to Ternoa.
Exactly. look, look.
Uh,
Everything happens to cryptography in Ternoa. I will accept the responsibility for the 5 years, even if not I'm not here. I will be responsible for that.
oh
I
wow,
guarantee. Yeah.
great. Cool. So maybe we are talking about cryptography. Maybe it would be good. I mean, if you can talk about cryptography in general, and introduce yourself, how you got um, so much excited about cryptography, and why did you choose?
Ah, first, talking about cryptography is the talking about history of human on Earth, maybe,
Mhm.
and so it's take too long. And my history to cryptography is too long because it's 15 years that I'm in cryptography, so it's too long also. So make it concise. Cryptography is to securing people and their communication against malicious behavior or unwanted people or government or anyone else. And that's it. That's the cryptography, to securing something. Um, I'm not satisfied with that because cryptography maybe today it's about trust. It's about many things. It's about God, maybe because I and my colleagues have many discussions about the degree of randomness and um, how much every level has more randomness due to the lower levels. So we always our discussion comes to God. So it's a religion science, you know. That's my passion about cryptography. I'm kidding, but let me talk about myself. It's more easier for me. I started uh, my educations in electronics engineer because I had to, because it was the best course I could get in my country at that time. And but I was not satisfied because I loved more abstract, more mathematical things. So I went to some thing named digital signal processing. In that electronics, it was
Mhm.
image processing and video processing. Then I started my career in that field. Uh, but after 2 years, I went back to university. I studied mathematics. Then some company, one of the best, said, "Hey, I mean, you love mathematics, you know electronics. Do you want to work in cryptography?" I said, I don't know. I have no idea about cryptography."
Mhm.
Uh, they said, "Come." I said, "Okay, I will come." Then I became a cryptographer and I stayed there for 10 years doing cryptography in hardware, in very advanced state of the art research areas, developing some new concept in cryptography. I'm not talking about that because I know it's boring for the audience. And after that, I asked the company, "Hey, there's something named um blockchain," and we did know that because From the 2008, we were studying Bitcoin and these
Mhm.
protocols and everything because we were cryptographers,
Mhm.
we had to. And before that, we are computer scientists, so we know the theory behind that for 1985 or previous. So the company said, "Oh no, we are not very interested in blockchain." I said, "Okay, we should go on our way." So I went to blockchain in 2015, 16, 2016,
Mhm.
and started working with international companies, hopefully because of the nature of the blockchain
Mhm.
and not confined to some borders or nations. So I started with companies in electrical consumption enhancement in India and in Australia. Then worked with some Italian company working on Bitcoin. Then it's a very complex career. Then I found Ternoa. Okay,
Mhm.
Ternoa was so amazing because they were uh, going to, and they are going to solve one of the ancient problem of humanity named secure storage. We know it as time
Okay.
capsule or many things. You can't believe it. I was in many projects that failed to do that. Okay, but they were working on some kind of secure cloud, secure storage on the cloud, and with very strict assumptions. But one thing that Terno is doing is amazing. It's more than a state of the art. I I personally imagine that it won't be going to solve in 10 years, but I'm at the middle of it. I'm responsible for doing that. So oh, it's interesting. I'm so amazed. I'm further than myself. That's me.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, it's good to see, how your entire experience, it started all from ending up learning electric engineering, and then, you completely flipped and you went into cryptography and stuff. And then, yeah, I mean,
Mm.
you're here working on solving one of the biggest issues of mankind,
Yeah.
uh, data management and storage. It's fascinating, right? And guys, believe me, this guy is God. He knows a lot of stuff. We are learning a lot of stuff from him every day. Um, I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. Most of it goes from here, from my brain. But Marco definitely gets, in here. And yeah, I mean, the team is working so hard to get the time capsule secret NFTs out in the market.
Yeah, if I may, I want to go a bit deeper into your private life, if that's not a problem for you. So, how did
That's
your friend?
Marco.
Yeah, that's me. How did your friends react, or your parents, when you say, I want to be a cryptographic god? When switching from one field to the other one, and were they happy? Were they like, yeah, just do it? You're going to be amazing. They were like, don't do it. You're not going to earn. You're not going to earn anything.
No, as I said, I didn't know I was going to be a cryptographer, and I don't know myself as a pure cryptographer. I'm cryptography engineer. Like someone says, I'm a data scientist. Someone says I'm data engineer. Someone says I'm data technician. So I'm a cryptography engineer. I'm a bridge between low level and high level, between mathematics and hardware. You know, so uh, I'm not a cryptographic god. You may Shamir, Adi Shamir, or Dan Bone, or Kerry Gentry, or uh, Sahai, they are gods in cryptography. No, I'm a cryptography engineer, and it's very beautiful field. It's not lower than them. We are so needed, but in a private life, when I say I'm a cryptographer, people say, "Oh, interesting." But my family usually used to say, "Oh, are you going to work with government against people?" I said, "No, I'm securing people against the government." Okay. Usually,
Yeah,
yes.
it's really difficult, for people to understand in today's world, how blockchain technology is in favor of them. You know, it's kind of fascinating, why people don't understand this. They look at from another perspective.
Yes, for everyone looking, watching this video or is here, I should say that cryptography about securing something in a provable manner most of the times. I mean, when we secure something, we prove that it will be secure in a long, long time. And this proof is in mathematics. So it's totally trustable in many ways. Uh, I know there are some bugs in implementation. There are something that we don't notice at the first, and the hackers can use that. But in most of the time, you can trust it. So when we say Bitcoin is secure, you should trust its mathematics, its technology. But in a business side, the companies may have some claims that it's not true. Okay, so you should trust this uh, industry, this science, this technology forever. So I believe in this way, and that's one of the source of my passion here. And I tell my family or friends when they ask about cryptography, I end it like this.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So a person like you who is quite passionate about, your field and your work, how do you spend your free time?
Mm. Um, I'm a bookworm. Sorry to be that. I play tennis with my wife most of the time. We travel a lot. I go to mountains, high mountains, 5,000 meters or more or less, and mm, watching movies and TV series.
Which was the last hike you did?
Uh, Sorry.
The last hike. Which was the last mountain, or where was the last mountain you climbed?
Last mountain was a mountain in Tehran, um, named Tochal. Is 4,000 meters,
Mhm.
and it's the best mountain there, and it's one of the most beautiful mountains for a daily going. And I'm in Istanbul, Turkey, and Turkey doesn't have many mountains like Iran.
Mm.
So we are looking for um, some good guys to guide us to a good hills, good
Uh-huh.
trekkings. So, and before that, we were at Dubai, and Dubai doesn't have mountains too. But we went to desert or have some fun in water
Dubai
sports,
has sand dunes. You should climb sand dunes.
sand dunes.
Yeah, the sand mountains.
Oh, sand mountains, sand dunes. Oh, okay. They are not mountains. They are
Well, they
okay.
can be as big as mountains. Some, I mean, not as big as mountains, but you know what I mean. Like they can be,
No,
and you see
mountains.
all these,
You
four
know,
by four cars
when,
going.
when we talk about mountain, we talk about the height. Then you cannot breathe. You should intentionally breathe because the air doesn't come and goes. That height is interesting, and going to end of your wheel, and after that it's the mountain that brings you up. You should feel this. I know Marco has some experience in running, and after a while you don't your willpower was ended, and something strangely take you to the end of the line. I love that experience in mountains.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you have a clear uh, end goal and you see that end goal. This is quite important
Mm.
when you can see it because in mountains you can see where you're going, and especially when you're in the last couple of kilometers or meters, and you're just happy to just go there and be at the end and put your flag on the ground and say this is mine. But yeah,
Exactly,
uh,
exactly.
you, you said that you're a bookworm. How so, and what are your favorite books?
um my favorite books. It's not a good question from a bookworm, because a bookworm favorite books for a bookworm is the books he or she has not read yet. Okay, that are my favorite books.
Yeah, okay, okay. Let's make this more interesting. What are your worst books?
No. Let's back to the first question. It was
Okay.
uh, I think my favorite book that I always go back to it is Fear and Trembling from Søren Kierkegaard. Um, the other, um, let me think more. Um, oh, Sadi is a poem from Persia, and uh, I used to read his verses.
Mhm.
They're amazing in literature and in meaning, and every time you read it, there is something new in it. So, uh, Sadi Shirazi is one of my favorite writers and poets, and he's a wise man. And Tao Te Ching from Lao Tzu in China. I used to go to that book too. It's a small book, but full of wisdom. I recommend it to everyone.
Mhm.
And there are a lot of books. Let me think. I can talk about one of the books I'm reading now. Maybe after this meeting. It's
This
about. Um, it's from George Lakoff. He's a cognitive linguistic, uh, and the book is name of the book is Where the Mathematics Come From,
oh
and
wow.
it's a very courageous book because they claim that the root of mathematics is in human cognition and it's in metaphors in language in uh, it's interesting. I'm against their claim, but reading the book is fantastic. You understand the nature of the language, nature of your thoughts, and nature of logic. Oh, it's
That's
amazing. I
interesting.
recommend it too. So I know I have read about 1,000 books, so let's not talk about books anymore.
1,000 books. Wow. But we have a really interesting question in the comments.
Can
So
I ask that question? You put it on the screen.
you
I
can
was
ask it.
no, I mean you already know that.
So
I
what's
would
your
have
favorite booze?
Come on. Uh, I don't want to answer this.
So I would say probably something really expensive. I don't know, old scotch or I don't know. So you are probably maybe a wine lover, a really expensive wine lover, or you're just a generic, beer lover.
Okay. First of all, I respect wine and everyone who drinks wine. Okay. Uh, but from from 15 years ago, I stopped drinking alcohol because of scientific and non-scientific reasons. So I'm not a good person to answer the question that which wine or which alcoholic drink
Mhm.
should we drink. I I recommend don't drink alcohol and don't drink tea. It's my recommendation. It's my wise word to everyone. So it's not good for your spiritual path in your life, I think.
Yeah, guys, drink a lot of water. That's quite important, especially during this time where in France it's probably like gajillion degrees. I don't know.
Oh, I
So
like
yeah,
coffee. Coffee is good. I drink coffee a lot, and yes, drink a lot of water, please, please.
yeah. Okay, let's start with some fun questions.
Mm.
I mean,
Marco, you want to take this question? How can one save some important documents? As you know, we were talking about time capsule and take.
oh yeah. For some reason, I haven't seen it. Okay, let's see. How can someone save important documents for onboard children using Capsule and Ternoa blockchain? Uh, right now, you cannot. So we are still working on building a totally fully secure system. Here you have Amin who is working on that, and the release for capsules on the mainnet, which is something you're looking for, is going to happen in the next couple of months. This is my estimation. The whole, it's quite hard to crack this problem. That's why takes us time. You can implement something, but if it is not perfect, we're not going to accept it. So
Yeah,
right now, no, you cannot do that.
and most of it revolves around being decentralized system, guys. We don't want to put elements of it centralized. We want to put complete decentralized solution out in the market, so that you control your data. As simple as that. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
as said, the team is working really hard. You could see that Amin was working till midnight last midnight. He was working late till last midnight. So yeah, basically, it's gonna take some time.
Okay.
And I think the guys will be seeing me more because we are going to present some stuffs for them for general cryptography, for the implementation, and some stuff with time capsules. And I think I will be presenter for that. So you will see me more. I hope.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, has that vast knowledge about the cryptography field, which is to us, at least to me, as a generic software developer, it's kind of abstract. We don't think about it. We just use it, the underlying frameworks and everything. But it would be really nice to know how it really works. Starting from the beginning. The public and private key, Shammer keys and everything. And those are the basic building blocks of the blockchain. Without that, you don't have a secure system or a trusted system. So Amin will try his best and create workshops for you guys or presentations so you can come and learn how these things works under the hood. And I cannot wait for them. But yeah, let's continue with the questions. So uh, I want to ask you a funny one. We have asked this already, I think, 2 or 3 times, but doesn't really matter. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or one-headed duck-sized horses? It's a really important question.
Hmm. Horse-sized duck. Okay, I think it's better to fight with concentration. So I prefer the one horse-sized duck. I think. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's a really tricky question.
and
Uh,
I think why a duck should have a fight with me. I don't know, but I suppose that is angry with me anyway. It's a hacker or anyone else. So assumption from that, I prefer to have a concentration on someone.
yeah, and if you had a chance to be some kind of animal for 1 week, what kind of animal would you be? A horse, a dark-side horse?
Uh, any animal or just two
A-
options?
Any animal. You can be a
Okay.
plant if you want. You can be a fungi. It doesn't really matter.
Really, uh, I'm a cat lover, so I want to be a cat to understand the world. And by the way, I have two cats, and the name of them are more interesting for you. One of them is debugging, and her wife is DDoS, um, attack. And yes, I think they have a child named Coco. So I love cats, and I want to be a cat for a while.
Any special breed of cat or just a generic cat?
No, 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 no. Special. We research a lot for choosing or breed the breed of our cat, and the winner is Russian Blue. The Russian Blue is the most gentleman and lady, and the most natural breed in the world, and the most beautiful one.
Yeah, yeah, I believe you. I mean, I love cats too. I love dogs too. I love uh, I love
I'm a
animals in
dog
general.
person. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, guys.
It's fine. Just because you're dog person, it doesn't mean you hate cats. You just tolerate them, right? Okay. I mean, Iran. I mean, you're
It's
from Iran, right?
Yes.
And can you tell us, a couple of things about interesting things about Iran? What kind of food cuisine do you have? What kind of interesting activities do you have there? What would you recommend to someone who wants to come to the capital city? What kind of activities would you recommend?
Okay. I know the name of Iran is some kind of mysterious today, these days, this decade, maybe. But I think because of the social networks, Instagram, Facebook, and the media, our culture has been unified throughout the world. You cannot specify something in one country anymore. It's not good, but I can guarantee that the normal life in Iran is like Dubai, in like Turkey or Croatia or India. Normal life, everyone is living and using the same social media. But if I want to say something special about Iran, please come there in um, April and May, please, uh, for the good weather. And um, there are some specific areas in Iran, some cities that are more interesting for the tourists if you are coming as a tourist. For example, Isfahan and Shiraz and um, Tehran is good, and uh, you can find anything on the internet. But what I personally love in Iran are um, is its mountains and some special historic places. For example, there is. I can talk about myself. I'm a guest here, so I have this authority to
Yeah.
say, speak about my favorite places. For
Hmm.
example, there is a place named Chogazambil, which is about 6,000 years old. It's the oldest brick made building in history, and it's beside one of the most beautiful river in the universe. And I recommend to go there. I know it's remote at the south of Iran, but it's so beautiful. And the other place I love is at the center of the desert in Iran, because Iran is a desert between two chain of mountains. It's a beautiful place. But at the center of the desert is a 2,000 years old cave in a mountain. At the center of it is a tree, and it's the most sacred place of Zoroastrian, one of the oldest religion.
Yeah.
So I recommend go there too, and these two are enough, because if you want to meet those places, you have to meet many places. So
Yeah.
re- yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I think we have time for one more question.
Okay.
Aman, do you
I
want to
want to
take?
continue. I want to just add to, well, not add, but follow-up question regarding the food. Yeah, I love food. Who doesn't, right? Um, but what I see, what I've heard is, so you have an Iranian cuisine and then you have Persian cuisine, right? Or is it one?
Mm, maybe I'm not the best person to talk about
Food.
food, but let me. Um, would you ask your question again to think more about it or research about it?
No, just in simple words, what is Iranian cuisine?
Mm, I'm not sure that I know what is the cuisine.
Do
What's
you
what?
eat meat? You eat rice?
Yeah,
I've tried it once. Like I think you have you use saffron, right? A lot of saffron in the.
yeah, a lot. That is a luxurious thing that we use a lot, like carpet and saffron
Mhm.
and pistachio. There are some luxurious things
Oh,
that we use a lot. We are not wealthy people, but we use them a lot. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love the aroma of saffron.
I will bring you a lot. 1 kilo is enough.
That's the most expensive herb, at least what I know.
You deserve
Yeah,
it.
Yeah. So the
does it,
question is, do you like spicy food?
Yes, of course, of course. Uh, Spicy. If my wife is here and she is laughing that you cannot believe that how we love spicy food. Spicy chili, everything that make uh, that add more meaning to the food. Yes, we love it.
great.
Yeah, I think that this is quite. I mean, Amman, you saw that. You were in Europe for a specific period of time. You got
Yeah,
used to non-spicy food, and you got back to India, right, Amman? And then it was like too spicy. Everything was way too
Yeah,
spicy.
it was.
So you need to get used to it, right?
Yeah, you need to get used to it. Exactly.
But yeah.
actually, I eat spicy food that my stomach start to ache.
Uh,
For the
That much of
moment,
the
not so
spicy.
good.
I know. What is the taste?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So should we do one more question? Do
Yeah,
you want to?
there's a question from community, but we can take it later
Yeah, we'll
regarding.
take it later.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's use one of the end of the conversation topics. Since you are a book lover, we're not going
Mhm.
to talk about books. We're going to talk about what someone need to do to have a happy life. Can you give us like 3 tips on how to make our lives better?
Ah, really? Am I at this position to say something wise like a Gandalf? Uh, like a Gandalf. Okay, I can talk about my beliefs. I know. I don't know. Are they right or wrong? But I believe first that if I do what I believe, I will learn my next step. It's not important that what I believe. That it's important that I do what I believe, and I say that. The second is that I'm not here on earth to be relaxed. I'm not seeking the um, pay, peace, the relaxation, the rest. I'm seeking for the chaos, for anarchy, for because
Mhm.
I know, I believe that the root of knowledge is there at the borders, not at the centers. So I'm a border believer to break it,
Yeah,
to make a
yeah.
story. So I'm living what I believe. I can prove it. You can ask or my family or friends. And the third, do I have the third? Okay, let's use the cliche. Look at the first two.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, this is quite important to be, open mind, right? To
Mm.
be open to new things, to go the distance, to go the comfort zone. That's basically it. Don't live your life in just a small kind of box where you're comfortable. Get outside of it, see the world. It might not be perfect, but you will find something perfect in it. Maybe your future wife or your future man or your future pillow. I don't know. But yeah, uh, that's it. I get that's the gist that I got from you. I mean, you're a open-minded person. You are not scared to try new things, even if they can hurt you, like eating spicy food.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. I mean, for being here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
You,
inviting me. I know there are more interesting people, but being here, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
no
Well, I think you
problem.
were more interesting than me and Marco combined. So, you know.
Yeah,
No,
I
you are
agree.
the most
I agree.
handsome people in the company.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We will definitely see you more.
Yeah,
I hope so,
sure,
of course.
sure.
You're going to probably have a lot of presentations and everything,
Mm,
especially like you said, when we're going to have the phase with capsules. It's your time to shine. You're going to be present. You're going to present everything. So, yeah, thank you for being here. I hope you had an amazing time. And yeah,
thank
see you
you.
later. Bye
See
Bye.
bye.
you. Thank you, Amin.
Thank you.
Have a nice one.
Does it seem to me, but or we always have some really interesting guests on
I
our
mean, I think
show?
we always have. It's different, to see the personality in these chats, because whenever, well, we have a call with Amin every day, right? We have our dailies, we have our sprints and everything, and we have our discussions. I think it's so much different. I think what we talk there is completely different what we talk here, and we see complete different personality.
Yeah, exactly. And at Ternoa, we try to have a really good team cohesion, right? Team chemistry. And you can only get that if your team is diverse. Is that the correct term?
Yeah,
If
that
you
is.
have, yeah, all kinds of, not only about nationality or religion. It's about mind, state of mind, right?
Mhm.
Different visions, different ways of thinking, and then you can have amazing product with amazing people who are thinking out the box, right? If you
Mhm.
have just same minded people, you're not going to get the extra mile, right? You're not going to have the best product. You need to have the best guys in the world who are amazing, different, and always ready to come here, right? That's the most important part. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So let's try to answer the question that we didn't answer. So, Marco, I come back on a subject that you covered in a previous coffee break. I'm going to start the staking, and I was wondering if I can protect the stash and control wallet with the multi-sig signature. Actually, you can. Yeah.
Yep.
So, one way to do it is to have like 3 or 4 accounts as a multi-sig account, right? So, you need to have, so you can one multi-sig account which is governed by 3 or 4 other accounts, right? In that sense, if your account gets hacked, they cannot do anything with your multi-sig account because they need 2 or 3 more approves.
Mhm.
So, if you want to have the maximum possible security, this is one way to achieve it, right? To have a multi-sig accounts where you need to have 4 or 5 approvals to do anything.
Mhm.
Um, there are other ways to do it too, of course, but it all depends on what you're comfortable with, right? Uh, just like with any kind of security, you can have the best security, but it depends if you have the time and the money to have it.
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, I mean, you can try all these features out, right? I mean, we have the sandbox environment or AlphaNet or testnet, you can always go and test out all the features there. Um, yeah, basically, I think it's also easy for you to first try it out in a sandbox mode. Uh, than basically trying out live on the in the mainnet environment.
Yeah, and actually, the question was really good because you should really do your best to secure your
Mhm.
account as much as possible. Uh, no, we are human beings. We all make mistakes. Sometimes someone will scam us. It happened to me, but I managed to get my money back. And I understand that, like on Telegram, someone will contact you with the name of, I don't know, Marko Ternoa or Mr. Gabriel Ternoa, something like that. And you will think that, a guy from the support team has contacted you, but that's not the case because no one will contact you from the support team ever.
Mhm.
We only talk in the chats, and that's the problem with Telegram. You cannot block messages, you cannot do anything, and then you get scammed, right? Of course, we try our best to educate us and you, but sometimes, like I said, we are humans. We make mistakes. Some mistakes can be fixed. Like we had the case where a person is, instead of staking, he was giving caps, and you guys, the community, were amazing, and you gave him back his caps, and thank you guys for being awesome. But in other communities, people will say, no, you have gave me those caps, I'm not going to give them back, and then people will be unhappy, right? So it's all about trust. It's all about getting educated on how to use the system, how to be secure, and what entity to trust. You can easily be fooled if you visit a site called officialternoa.com, or I don't know, ternoaofficial.com. Uh, you open this site, it seems legit. You click all the buttons, MetaMask, and then you lose your money because someone has copied our design and everything, created their own domain called ternoaofficial.com, and then he's scamming users. Things like that we cannot prevent. That's impossible. We cannot buy all the domain names. We cannot do that. We just need to educate you guys to, you understand there's just one official site, ternoa.com, and that's all. All the other ones are just fake. Yeah.
I agree.
Uh, yeah. I hope I was clear.
Yeah, it's always, people have to be really careful. I mean, it's not just scams happening in Web3, right? It was also the same in Web2 world. I mean, so many financial scams happening. You click on a link and boom, your passwords have been hacked or your account has been hacked, and yeah, they just take away all the money.
Yeah. And this is, visible not only on Web 2 or Web 3, also in the physical world, right? People will scam you. You buy some, I don't know, you want to buy something on Amazon, you trust this guy, maybe he's a friend, and instead of giving you a new PS5, you get a brick or something, I don't know. So, yeah, we cannot avoid it fully, it's impossible. But, getting educated is the first step to be secure. And of course, we are trying to do that. Okay. Uh, okay, let people get scammed. I mean, people will be unhappy, It's not about caps, it's about the community, right? And if the community feels that they are getting scammed a lot and they will be unhappy, they will be leaving this kind of community, they will go for a different blockchain. And then you start from a really healthy community, then people get scammed, then people leave the community, and then you get what? Just a small community, a smallish community. But that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a healthy base where you are happy, where we are happy, where we invest a lot of time in you, and you see the potential in us. And then the price of cap rises, and then you buy more caps because you see the potential in us. So this is our goal, to make you happy, not for you to feel scammed or unhappy. And I think no one feels happy once he gets scammed, right? That's
Absolutely.
not a happy feeling. So yeah. Okay. I think we have like 2.5 more minutes at maximum, and then it's 1 hour, and then we need to stop. Are there any questions that you want to ask? Do you guys want to join our face-to-face call right now during the stream? I'm always saying that, but for some reason, I think you're scared, like what will happen, what I'm going to say. Don't say anything. Just join. Say whatever you want. Even in French, we're just going to node right and say oui, and that's all. uh, we want to make sure that you feel uh, like home, right? Where you can ask any kind of question and where you can chill and just have fun. Something that I can say is that I think that there is a potential in increasing how we communicate certain things, right? Especially when there are things like mistakes that can happen, and you guys see that, and then you kind of spam the Telegram group or maybe the Discord. Maybe we should have some kind of board with open issues, but then you can always visit the board and see what's the phase of that issue. Like era 65, you will see, okay, we started working on it. We give some estimates when we're going to be done. Instead of you getting a Discord or Telegram and every single hour asking, is it done? Have you fixed this? When you're going to get this money? So if you guys have any uh, idea or constructive idea how we can make something more efficient or better for you, feel free and say it. Send a mail to us, say it on Discord or Telegram, or come to Croatia, come to my house and say it in front of
Yeah,
my face. It's fine. So yeah, be part of it. I mean, you have this ability to influence how we do our daily work, right? Use it.
absolutely.
Yeah. uh,
Mhm.
some kind of customer service management. uh, Definitely. Oh. We definitely need more experts. Definitely. And more time.
Yeah,
If only the day was longer than 24 hours. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be the best thing
that'll be
ever?
pathetic.
Yeah. Okay. I think we are kind of done. We already have
Mhm.
passed 1 hour. Do you want to say some closing thoughts? Uh, or we are okay?
Well, I think I'm okay. It was a really good session. I think, especially the ending part where Amin talked about his tips. Do what you believe. Get mad. Just unleash your madness. Um, and then it was good to know more about him, how he started his journey, and of course take the questions from the community. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. You are the best. Okay, the best. Just keep being awesome like you are. And yeah, see you next time. Aman, you will do the outro, right?
Yes, guys, please like, subscribe, and follow Ternoa TV on Twitch and on YouTube, and also press the bell icon on the.
Nice, nice. Thank you guys. Au revoir. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys. Have a nice weekend. Ciao.